afternoon to you all. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon to you all. I am Dorothy Nakato Mubez. I am a woman with psychosocial disabilities. I am the Executive Director for Uganda National Self-Advocacy Initiative from Uganda, a peer-led organization of persons with psychosocial disabilities. And we envision inclusive communities for all persons with psychosocial disabilities. I am a fellow with Transforming Communities for Inclusion. Historically, persons with psychosocial disabilities have been limited to only SDG 3, good health and well-being. There is a growing concern that all SDGs need mental health solutions for persons with psychosocial disabilities. TCI works in redefining entry points from a narrow door to mental health to a wider door of the CRPD, human rights, and SDGs. We have had, for the last 2 days, we have gathered here as persons with psychosocial disabilities. We have discussed as a movement, and we have 2 legal documents, the Bali Declaration and the Addis Declaration. These declarations are created by persons with psychosocial disabilities. They are key advocacy instruments at national level and at global. These declarations consist of challenges, barriers that persons with psychosocial disabilities experience. They also include call to action for our rightful inclusion. We are doing this. All our call for action are linked to the SDGs and CRPD. And at this moment, I call upon my colleague, Saddam, to come and share with us how we are linking our call to action with the CRPD and SDGs. Please, Saddam.
Thank you, Dorothy. My name is Saddam Hanjavam, and I lead an organization called YAOL. I am also a TCI fellow, and we mostly work with young people from diverse backgrounds, mostly with LGBTI community. And as per yesterday's discussion of linking SDGs and CRPD and the call of actions from Bali and Addis, we wanted to highlight some SDGs which also needs special attention, because most of the time, as Dorothy mentioned, that most of the work on wellness, most of the work on psychosocial disabilities has been pushed towards SDG number 3 only. But if we seriously look into the call of actions in both Addis and Bali, we can see that there are certain SDGs which we have to separately work on. For example, like the SDG number 5 on gender equality, there has been mentioning about of how a right for political participation is ensured in all countries of region, specifically right to vote, stand in elections, and hold public offices. Like when it is mentioned, it is not only about mental health, it is about participation, it is about representation of all gender and all individuals. Or if when we talk about SDG number 8, where here we are talking not only about one person's health or well-being, but we are talking about the right to work and employment, which needs a separate attention, and not only about fitting in number 3. So it also talks about disability benefits at work on equal basis with others and due recognition of contribution. So accordingly, if I go to the SDG number 10 separately, when we talk about reducing inequalities, here it is clearly mentioned in the goals that, that there's the right to adequate standards of living and social protection be realized for inclusion of persons with disabilities, psychosocial disabilities in all security programs. So if we keep on fitting only in the mental health agenda, then we definitely are lacking out on opportunities for right to job and many other aspects of work, which we need to do, and there's a lot of work which we need to do. And number 16, more importantly, it talks about peace, justice, and social, strong institutions. And in 16, there are many correlations and collaborations where we are seeing that in 16, what we are talking about housing, the right to housing. We are talking about, deinstitutionalization. Here I was just jokingly mentioning yesterday about what DI meant to many of us. Like, I'm a gay man, and for us, when we are a young OPD, and when we started working, DI really meant diversity and inclusion, which many CSR funded. And we were working on including people from diverse backgrounds just to be making our work inclusive. But here, when we are talking about justice, we are talking about deinstitutionalization, another form of DI that which we need to learn, because this is something which we need to push. Otherwise, we are totally failing on number 16. That is on justice, peace, and strong institutions. So this for SDGs, I'm just giving an example, and I would like Dorothy to take over to complete the few more SDGs. Thank you, Dorothy.
Yes. Thank you so much, Saddam. We are not tied only to goal 3 on health and well-being, but we also take our call to action to all other goals, like goal 1, no poverty in all its forms. Persons with psychosocial disabilities are experiencing extreme poverty, especially those in the rural areas. We have not been included in social protection schemes. We have not been included in employment. We do not receive reasonable accommodation. We are calling on inclusive poverty alleviation schemes that include persons with psychosocial disabilities, including women with psychosocial disabilities from the rural. We also need to be included in goal 4 on quality education. Persons with psychosocial disabilities have not received education. They are finding challenges to complete their education at university levels. Many times we do not complete because we get mental health breakdowns during examinations, and we do not complete. We request, and this is our call to action, that we need inclusive curriculums that respond to the needs of persons with psychosocial disabilities. Can I be given a chance to resit my exams before I repeat the whole year if I got a relapse during the exams? We need curriculums to change to respond to our needs. I would give an example. We are having rural girls with psychosocial disabilities that are not attending school, and those who are going to school, their needs are not met. They are not helped to transit to other levels. In the rural areas where we work, I met a young girl, is 21 years, is still in primary school, and the schools have not supported this girl to transit to another level. We also need to be included in Goal 11, sustainable cities and communities. People with psychosocial disabilities have experienced abuses in our communities, including sexual abuses, especially for the girls and women with psychosocial disabilities. And this has caused many of us to be institutionalized. We do not have community support systems in the communities, leading us into institutionalization, which is a form of discrimination. Our call to action is to make sure that states are supporting community-based systems, and they are starting the institutionalization programs, making sure that they have timeline and resources allocated for the institutionalization. In conclusion, we are always pushed through the narrow mental health doors, denying us the opportunities to engage in the communities. Persons living violence-free lives, having access to food, employment, adequate standard of living, social protection, education, etc., will experience psychosocial health and well-being and inclusion. Remove of the social, attitudinal, economic, and legal barriers will result into mitigating the experience of disability and discrimination. The SDGs, along with CRPD, if realized for people with disabilities, will remove discrimination, offer opportunities, and restore a life of dignity and independence. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dorothy and Saddam, for sharing our call for action and connecting our positionality, our declarations, our call for actions with the larger SDGs. And we will be developing a document on this after this plenary meeting, alongside with the report, which we will be sharing with all of our stakeholders who have joined us for the multi-stakeholder and partnership development meeting. Followed by that, we will close the opening session, and we will also request the online participants who are there with us to please be there with us for a few more minutes, and we will we will allow you to then go. Over to you, Yenny, please.
Thank you, Akar. I'm here, standing before you, to talk about some important things and very important announcement. And this announcement will be based on what our sister, Anna Paleas, chair of CEDAW committee, just stated this morning, that women with disabilities, especially women with psychosocial disabilities, face enormous challenge, both as a person with disabilities and psychosocial disabilities, and as a woman. As a woman with disabilities, like Anna Pelas clearly stated, that one of the big problems is the lack of legal capacity. The lack of legal capacity make us very vulnerable to many kind of violence against our body autonomy, including forced sterilization, forced contraception, and institutionalization without our consent, because our consents are not needed, since the consent belongs to our guardian, not to ourselves. So, herewith, I'm calling for our sisters, the women members of TCI, to come here and stand beside me, because we have very important announcements to make. Please come, sisters. Please come, sisters, come here and stand beside me. We have a very important announcement to make. Come, Cinta. Yes, come everybody. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for our sisters here. Then, we hereby today announce the establishment of TCI Women Platform as part of TCI-Global, which will be hereinafter to be called TCI Women. Woo! So thank you very much, sisters. Now we are TCI Women. We are funded here today. What date is this? October? And November 19. Oh, 18, oh my God. November 18, 2024 is the day of the birth of TCI Women. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hopefully in the future, we will be part of all women movement around the world. Thank you. Okay, let's take pictures together. Hey, Richa, not yet, not yet. Already?
Yes, already.
Okay, let's together we say TCI Women together, right? 1, 2, 3. TCI Women! Yay!
Again, not now.
Okay, once again, long live TCI Women, okay? 1, 2, 3. Long live TCI Women!